Afternoon, everyone. Today,
Hi.
today we're going to cover something that we're seeing in the market right now. Yes, it is extremely busy. The biggest thing that we're seeing right now are multiple offer situations. So whether that be on the selling side or on the buying side, and Tracy and I have represented on both sides. And this article in question here about a seller receiving multiple offers, is it legal for a buying agent to submit an offer saying that a client will pay over a certain price? And the answer is yes, it is legal, and you can very well do that. I'm just going to notate a couple of things here. When you're writing an offer, you can escalate, and that's what I'm highlighting here, this escalation clause. You do not have to use an escalation clause. If you're willing to pay a certain amount up front without the escalation, then you would write the offer as such. The escalation clause is basically telling the seller that you're willing to pay up to a certain price. In this case, let's say you were willing to pay up to $275 and the home was listed at $250. The escalation clause, you would escalate up to $275 in certain increments over the top of another offer. And then you would only go up to what you want to pay. And what that does, it doesn't make you overpay for the home. So if you didn't have the escalation clause in place, then you would just be offering what you're willing to offer. But I can tell you that we are seeing many of these homes go over list price. And some things to kind of think about there would be, is the home going to appraise? And I'm going to let Tracy share some words on this.
Yes, as Lori said, that is something to think about. It is an unknown. What we can do is we can offer and we can have a discussion about comparables in the area.
Correct.
That is something we would produce for you and sit down and have a discussion. But as we said, that is an unknown. And that would be a discussion we would have to see if you would be willing and want the house to intend and how long you plan on staying at the home. There's a couple other things we can take into account. Lori, want to go ahead and scroll down a little? About the home when we get into writing your offer. Price is one, but we can also make your home also look a little bit more, your offer look a little bit more attractive when we get into these escalations and multiple offers, and that is inspections and the timeline of your offer. How quickly we can get your offer to close and what kind of inspections. Sellers also find an attractive offer when there's not multiple inspections.
Correct.
So that's something we would also consider when we're writing your offer. Another thing we can consider is a very attractive offer is down payment amount and where that's coming from too. So that would be another discussion we would have too. So we want to get a secure offer for you and make it as attractive as possible. And that would be what the offer we present. So Lori and I would sit down and try to make the appropriate adjustments and help you with that.
Yes.
There's many pieces to this puzzle for a multiple offer. It's just not the funds, but an escalation clause is just a piece of it, and to use it in the proper way that it's intended.
Exactly. And I think the other thing is to keep in mind that that is our job to help you with that type of thing. With where the market is right now, it's very important that we are able to guide you in the right way.
So if you have any questions about this, it can be confusing at times. We would be happy to answer them. So just reach out to us. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.